Simeone ed Anna sono due figure bellissime. Sono due anziani ebrei.
Simeon and Anna are two beautiful figures. They are two Jewish elders, two members of the Jewish people faithfully living out their relationship with God, their observance of the law. Both had the knowledge that God would not let them die without seeing the fulfillment of the promise.
L'adempimento della promessa.
We are in the chapel where Jerusalem's Hebrew-speaking Catholic community, Kehilla, meets. On Sunday, February the 6th, the community celebrated Mass just days before the liturgical feast of Saints Simeon and Anna. They recognized and welcomed Jesus when he was presented by his parents at the temple 40 days after his birth. The Mass was presided over by the Patriarch of Jerusalem of the Latins, his Beatitude Pierbattista Pizzaballa. The Gospel in which the encounter of the two elders with Jesus is narrated was read.
When
it came to choosing a house name, our houses are always named after a biblical character. When it came to choosing patrons for this community, they chose Simeon and Anna. In my opinion, this was because of that connection and bridging between the two testaments. They are a bit like our spiritual grandparents who serve as our reference and source of inspiration.
Che ci fanno da riferimento e da fonte di ispirazione.
The community is small, about 100 faithful, but very diverse. A small number of people who come from Judaism and a majority of Christians who have immigrated to Israel for family or work reasons. As with Simeon and Anna, bridge is the word that best describes the present day of this community. Bridge between two worlds, the Jewish and the Catholic, between two wills, between different cultures. The first element of bridge between the Church and the Jewish people, I believe, is the mediation of language. When there is a Christian community that expresses itself in the same language as the Jewish majority that constitutes the population of Israel, it is already an element of encounter. Another element is the centrality of Scripture, a partly common heritage. In the chapel we have two liturgical books for the proclamation of the Word, one for the New Testament and one for the Old Testament, just to give even visually this signal to put these two books, to honor them equally. The chapel itself, recently renovated, takes into account Jewish sensibilities, the absence of statues and representations, especially in the presbytery, the central position for the tabernacle, lit by a lamp, and 7 armed candelabrum in front of the lectern from which the word is proclaimed. There is nothing that is not essential, indispensable. Entering a simple, welcoming space, free of exaggerated ornaments, is reassuring, and therefore opens hearts to a more serene dialogue. A commitment and a calling for this community in the footsteps of Simeon and Anna. One of the beautiful aspects of Simeon and Anna is that they were able to rejoice in something that they would not enjoy in their lives because they would die shortly thereafter. But knowing that the Lord is good and provident, merciful, makes them die in peace. It will be the next generation to see the adult Jesus who will accomplish his work, but for them it was enough to die in peace. In my opinion, this is also a great sign of love.